say, look, I jack back with another one, you dig? And I don't know if y'all seen the news lately or not, but FBD Duck mom is suing King Von's estate and Little Durk and Dolce and Gabbana for not having better security. But I don't think she gonna get no money out of Von's estate or Durk or Dolce and Gabbana, especially not them white folks, bro. Ain't no way. She must forgot her son was dissing too, but I ain't gonna hold you. Let's get into the story.
One who she thinks has any type of responsibility in the death of her son. From Little Durk, King Von's estate, the record labels, to even Dolce and Gabbana for not having good enough security, which would lead to Adam22 giving his thoughts on her decision to file all these lawsuits, which obviously Mama Duck will reply to. What's up, y'all? It's your man Talker's World Reporting for the Chick Smooth channel.
She ain't get no
we gotta
money,
talk
bro.
about this. Here's Mama Duck and her lawyers at the press conference regarding her lawsuit.
I would make sure to start the timeline there is that the more real an artist is, the more profit he's able to make.
It don't make no sense. You can't sue Dolce and Gabbana for not having more security. That's in the, it was, they already said it was in a upscale neighborhood. Like, your son's a known game banger, and they didn't know that shit was gonna happen that day at their store. Like, your son was what he was. He was a gangster. He was what he was, bro. Like, let's not know no people because your son was caught whacking. You feel me? So she ain't gonna get no money out for them.
They want authenticity, which has bred these type of individuals getting in the music business, carrying out their activities, and the record label companies are fueling it, financing it, developing brands for it.
So how did Mr. Wheaton get on Little Durk's radar, I guess?
By mere being from an area that Oakland, which is a right-of-way area here in Chicago, who had long-standing rivalry with on terms of 63rd and St. Lawrence. So the mere fact that you're from a certain area, and then FBG Duck, the rising artist, he becomes more of a threat to OTF and Little Durk because they're not only is he a rock
lawsuit seeking to hold a rapper from Chicago accountable in the killing of another artist in 2020.
The complaint also accuses the city of Chicago of willful misconduct. Tia Ewing read through the court filing and joins us now to break it all down for us.
Yeah, there is a lot to break down, Sylvia and Terrence, because this lawsuit is 229 pages. FBG Duck, also known as Carlton Weekly, was killed August of 2020 outside Dolce and Gabbana on the Gold Coast. His mother is now suing rapper Lil Durk, the estate of late rapper King Von, record labels, and several other music companies. The word profit is used 102 times in the suit, claiming the music companies threw money behind rapper Lil Durk and King Von because it made them even more money by...
They threw money behind Duck too. We just signed like a 1.7 million deal with Interscope. Like, come on, bro. Like, come on now. I know if it weren't for Durk, Von wouldn't have had that money, but come on now, like she can't do that, bro.
Keeping the two gang feuds going. FBG Duck was an alleged member of the Flyboy gang, and Lil Durk and King Von were allegedly part of the gang known as the Family. The two groups would put out diss tracks, increasing their popularity. It's also believed members were signed to music deals based on how they ranked in the gang. On page 2 of the lawsuit, it shows this image from an album released back in 2019 by Only the Family, along with Alamo Records, Sony Music, and Interscope Records. Lawyers from Dinazulu Law Group says the chart reinforces the organized nature of the gang.
We have laid out in our complaint time and time again numerous individuals associated and signed to these labels that were engaged in dangerous, violent activity, which led to August 4th, 2020.
It has been a long road, but there's finally light at the end of the tunnel. My son deserved better.
Your son was dissing the dead, just like Von was dissing the dead. Like, come on, bro. Like that, nah, that ain't right. Cause your son was a gangster, Von was a gangster. All your other sons was gangsters too. They lost a lot, like God rest their souls, you did. But nah, you can't do that. No.
The lawsuit also accuses the city of Chicago of willful misconduct, claiming that police and emergency services failed to promptly aid FBG Duck because he was alive in the street for more than 17 minutes without any medical help. The store Weekly was shopping at, Dolce & Gabbana, and its security firms are also being sued for negligence. I did reach out to Lil Durk's legal team. Right now, they are not commenting on this civil lawsuit.
Adam 22 says this is some type of hypocritical because her son was involved in that life. And for everyone in that life, there's an understanding that the outcome is dead or in jail, whether you're a famous rapper or not. But here's what Adam had to say about it.
Oh my God, Mama Duck, you know, I always want to have your back, but sometimes you just be doing the goofiest shit ever. This has got to be one of
Adam, Famo, you know, I know you got a name, but you ain't got no right to be speaking on the black culture, bro. Like, let us speak on our own culture. You speak on your culture, but I know they allowed you to come into our culture because you're a top interviewer. You got a top platform, but you're not allowed to speak on that black queen because she's trying her best raising her kids. You dig, and I understand that, but you're not allowed to speak on our culture, fam. Let us speak on our culture, bro. That shit is not right what Mama Duck is doing. She is reaching, bro. Like I was stating, like her son was dissing. Ain't no getting around that, bro. Von was dissing. Durk was dissing. Tuka was dissing. All them boys was dissing. K.I. was dissing. They all was dissing, bro. And like I said, it's either death or jail, bro. So, nah, Adam 22, you don't need to be speaking on our culture, fam. I fuck with you, but you speak on your own culture. Don't speak on our culture, famo.
the lowest of the lows in the history of drill music, that she has taken it upon herself to sue Lil Durk, King Von's estate, Dolce & Gabbana for not having adequate security outside of their store, etc. Like, just reading through the news articles about this is some of the craziest shit I ever seen. Mama Duck, newsflash, your son was embroiled in a gang war. Anytime one of his ops died, he promptly made songs about it, posted about it on social media. He was no better than the rest. Long live Duck, but he was on the same exact bullshit that Durk, Von, etc. were on. And now you're out here filing a lawsuit just because Durk happens to be rich. Like, this is some real sad shit. And man, I'm gonna be real. I hope it don't work out for you, because this is the most hypocritical thing I've seen maybe ever.
I agree.
Obviously, Adam 22's video wouldn't go over that well, as someone in the comments would say, "Hey, Adam, why the F you think this your place to say anything?
Speak on our culture.
Guests only speak when spoken to."
That's why I say he can't. It ain't cool for him to be speaking on our culture. You did, like I say, my respect goes to that queen. You know, she tried her best raising her kids. You dig, but at the end of the day, her son was a gangbanger. You dig, Jack? He dissed the dead. Like, ain't no getting around that, bro. Like, he was what he was. Von was well. All them boys was what they was. They adapted to their environment. I'm not knocking none of them boys. They were straight soldiers. They adapted to their environment. Because if I stayed in that environment, I would adapt to that environment. I'm gonna be what I was gonna be. So, nah. But Adam 22, I understand, but you're not allowed to speak on our culture, famo. You doing that oh boy shit, I forgot his name. Damn, fucking
And
I forgot his
Adam will
name.
reply, "You're the guest. I'm certified." And the person will reply, "Nah, this show here, I'm certified. You just famous. This ain't gonna go over like you think. You come off rather entitled." Adam would then reply to somebody else saying, "You absolutely know I'm right. You just gonna say, quote, but it's his mom though." They will reply, "You going out your way to express your opinion." And then Mama Duck will reply saying, "Adam, I told your DE and self I wasn't honest with you. You need to stop trolling how much your peg booty stuff be getting paid. They had to know I was coming. White boy, eat my shorts. This is chess, not checkers." Of course, the people involved are musicians and signed for their music. But if the music revolves an active gang war, should the families of the fallen musician be able to sue the estate of a different fallen musician?
No, because that was all
this is a
dissing.
rather unique situation in hip-hop history. Let me know what you think about it in the comment section. Peace.
Like I said, I don't think, that's going to work out well for her, because this off the screen of her son being a game banger, Jack, and he was dissing just like the rest of them boys were dissing Jack. I guess I respect that queen. No shot, no shade throw towards them. I got no mama. You did, but nah, that ain't right. But make sure you like up and sub to the channel, Jack. Appreciate the love, Jack.